Black and white conversion, simple method. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just tune the image real quick. So I'll use levels control, make sure that I'm looking at what I want to see, bring in the blacks a little bit, and get the midtones about where I want them. This is important just to make sure that you start off with a good image. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten my image. Then I'm going to go ahead and make a quick black and white change. Now the trick here is to pick the proper filter. Okay, so I never use the default. You just take a look through them. Blue, no, doesn't look good. Darker doesn't look good. Green, no, green looks pretty good. High contrast blue, definitely not. High contrast red, maybe. Infrared, no. Lighter, maybe. Maximum black, no. Maximum white, no. Neutral density, no. Red filter, maybe. And yellow filter, no. So what I think are the good ones are green and red. And I can use Control Z to go between the two. Now in the green filter, I like the contrast in the face. In the red filter, there's not much contrast. It's just kind of all bland. This looks a little bit more 3D. Also, if you look here, the background, you get these white spots that might distract. So I think the green filter is the way to go. You can tweak it. Again, you can use the target filter here, and you can go in here and say you want to make that darker, you can grab that, and you can make it a little bit darker. If you want the face a little bit lighter, you can grab that and make the face a little bit lighter. And if you want the hair, I kind of like the hair where it is, but you can play with the hair too. You can make the darkers dark and the lighters light. And if you get it where you want, then that's good. We can look at other places to work on the image, and we want to get the background just a little bit darker. Then what we can do is actually go in and add a levels control. And just looking at just the background, we can go ahead and just get that background where we want, ignoring the girl. Go ahead and go in, and with our mask we can paint using the paintbrush or the B command, painting black, and we can paint out the girl. Okay, so we don't want this levels adjustment we did to do anything with her. Okay, so now we look at it, it just impacted the background. Maybe we don't want the wood that dark. We can go in here with a smaller brush and we can paint the wood out. Okay, we've got a little bit in the background. You can see a line there, so we'll switch over to white by hitting the X key, or you can hit this toggle button. And I can go back in and get the background just in there so we get rid of that line. Okay, so now we just impacted the background. If that was just a little bit too dark, we can take the opacity down just a little bit, get it where we want. And we can do the same thing with the dress. Let's say in this case we want the dress a little bit lighter, so we're just looking at just the dress. We can get the dress just a little bit lighter. Okay, go into the layers. Okay, if I want to start with a complete everything blocked out just so I can paint in the dress, I can go in here and I can fill that with black. Okay, and then I can paint with white and I can paint in the dress. Or if I just wanted to paint in features of the dress, I could just paint in just the belt or whatever I wanted to do. Alright. I hit a little bit of the arm and I didn't really want to change the level of the arm, so I painted that back in with black. Okay. Just making sure I got everything in there. Alright, so again, we started off with a color image. We turned it black and white using a green filter. Made the background darker. Made the dress where we want it. And let's say that we want to play around with the hair, make the hair look a little bit different. We can go in here again and we can make it just a little bit darker. Alright, again, we can fill that with black so that nothing takes effect. We can go in and brush in with white, and we can just brush the hair in. Maybe just the dark areas of it, just to make it a little bit finer, get in here. Alright, now we make the hair pop just a little bit more. Maybe we just want to take out some of this too. Alright, so let's say that's where we want it and everything's good. We can just flatten the image. And there we go.